Hi, I'm Brian Bassett from thejetsblog.com, and this is our Jets translation for Week 5. First up, Rex talks about the question as to whether or not coming within 6 points of the Texans made him feel good or not coming out of that loss last night.
No, that's a win business, so absolutely not. We knew we'd be in the game, but, we thought we were going to find a way to win it. That was, that was our message the whole week.
Rex is obviously, disappointed that his team lost, but, he has to be, translation, at least his team tried. At least his team didn't give up like we saw some at the end of the Niners game. So, translation, I'm sure he's not happy, but, the one thing I would say is at least he and the rest of the team can hold their head up high, playing the way they did against the Texans. They didn't leave any ammo or any effort on the field. They did everything they could, and unfortunately, it just came up short. Next, Mark Sanchez talks about how J.J. Watt was a major disruption in last night's game.
J.J. Watt got his hands on a few passes tonight, so that's the way it goes. That happened quite a bit tonight, so we got to find a way to keep the defensive linemen's hands down.
Translation: cut off J.J. Watt's hands? ? I mean, I don't really know how you keep a defensive lineman's hands down other than by keeping them occupied with actually good blocks. J.J. Watt and the rest of those defensive front seven players were amazing last night for the Texans. And, the only way you can keep a guy like him occupied is actually block him well. And, I mean, we all saw the jailbreak that was going on throughout much of the game for the Jets. Now, they did adjust, but at the end of the day, the only way you keep a guy like J.J. Watt from getting up and jumping like he was doing all night is by blocking him well and pushing him back and getting him out of the play. And that just didn't happen. And unfortunately, it cost the Jets some points there, in a couple situations, most specifically that play at the end of the first half. And, again, that's 2 weeks in a row from Mark Sanchez where we've seen this, bad decisions and bad results that's end up swinging the game. Next up, Cromartie talks about his time on offense with quarterback Mark Sanchez.
I mean, it was just something that we put in for this week, to try to give us a down the field threat. So, I mean, it was fun. I look forward to it when we played this game, and I'm just going out having fun, honestly.
Translation, I hope I get to play more wide receiver. I'm doing great on corner, so give me something to challenge me with. I mean, he had a great game last night against Andre Johnson, and, he had that great double move. Unfortunately, it didn't work out for the team. But, the team tried everything they could with the limited guys they had, so nice effort. And lastly, Chaz Chillins talks about the onside kick and kind of what happened there.
I had it. I caught it like this, and the dude's helmet came up and knocked it out. So close, but not close enough.
Translation: I'm disappointed. You can tell just by watching Chaz Chillins there. He felt like he had the ball, didn't come up with it. But hey, you have to credit the Jets for trying everything in their bag of tricks. It didn't work out against a great team, as we're seeing the Texans are, but maybe against a team that's not so good, they win that game. So even though they've had a rough patch here, you have to like the way they played the Texans, and what that means for them going forward. Might give them more opportunities as some guys get healthy and they look to the rest of the season.